Hi, boys and girls. I just want to give you a quick review before you take your math test later on today. I'll be reviewing a few things, addition, subtraction, greater than and less than, and then you can go ahead and take your test, okay? So I reviewed this yesterday. I just want to review it one more time. Very quickly, I want to go over adding of more than two addends, because I feel that maybe that could be a little tricky for some of you. So I'm just writing here okay, I'm ready. All right, let's see. Hopefully you see this with no problem. Okay, so we have 8,536 plus 1,209 plus 734. And as you know, we always start adding in the ones place value. Hold on, let me move I have too much equipment here. And it's always a good idea to group or add the numbers that are easy to add first or add up to 10. So we have 6 and 4. 6 and 4 equal 10. 6 plus 4 equals 10. And 10 plus 9 is 19. Okay, so we're going to put the 9 down, and we're going to regroup the 1 into the tens place. Why the 1? Because 19 has two digits, and the 1 is in the tens place. So naturally it goes in the tens place. So the rest we add. We know that 3 plus 1 is 4, and then 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. And we can do an easy one is 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. And then 7 plus 7 is 14. I'm going to regroup to the thousands. And then 1 plus 8 plus 9 is equal to 10. So I want to bring down the comma, and I'm going to write 10 right there. So the answer is 10,479. Okay? So take your time with those when you see them on the test. No rush. You're home. I wouldn't recommend taking all day. I think that'll drive your parents crazy probably. But don't take too long, and just work at a good pace, okay? If you don't understand something, you may skip it and come back to it. But certainly, I don't want you rushing either, because rushing does not help. All right, so I reviewed subtracting zeros yesterday, and I want to do another one with you before you take your test. So let me just write down the equation here. Okay. Here we go. Ta-da! So it's 6,500 minus 1,478. And we always start at what place value, boys and girls? Always, always, always the ones. And I'm going to switch colors so that we can see this better. I like to switch colors whenever possible. And I have these neat two-color whiteboard markers. One side is purple and the other one is pink. And they have an eraser too, which is pretty cool. Anyway. So, can we do 0 minus 8? Nope. So we have to rename. We go to the tens place and we ask the tens. It says, hey tens, do you have anything to give us? They said, nope. Sorry. I'm going to go to the hundreds. And does the hundreds place have enough to rename? And he says, sure. So the 5 now has 4. And that 0 now has how many? It has 100. We're only going to put a 10 here. And the reason we say that he has 100 is because the 5 is in the hundreds place and just gave 100 to the tens. So here, we're not going to put a 0, but it represents 0, even though there's a 0 there. So we're going to cross that one out because now he has enough to rename to the ones. He gives 10. He gives 1 tens to the ones. Now he has 10. 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. 9 minus 7 is equal to what? 2. 4 minus 4 is 0. We're going to bring down the comma so we don't forget. 6 minus 1 is 5. So our answer is 5,022. Okay? Let's do another one to review. And if you need to go back, if you want to practice some more before you take the test, do that too. Maybe mom and dad can find a couple of more problems for you to practice. That's fine. I want to go over finding greater than, less than, or equal to. Because although I think that's pretty simple, some of you were having trouble with it in class, and I don't want you to be confused for the test because you do have a few of those. Let's do 2 of those. So let's do 805. All right. Here we have 875, and we're comparing it to 8,750. Now we want to know if it's greater than, less than, or equal to. Now we see that it has almost the same numbers. 875. This has 3 digits, therefore it's in the hundreds. This one has 4 digits, therefore it is in the thousands. So of course the little Pac-Man mouth is going to go towards the biggest number. So we're going to draw the sign that way, pointing to the biggest number, and we say 875 is less than 8,750. Okay? Let's try one more. $200 plus 40 plus 5, and we're comparing it to, let me make that a little bit better. There we go. We're comparing 200 plus 40 plus 5 to 245. Is it greater than, less than, or equal to? Well, 200 plus 40 plus 5 is written in the expanded form, and it equals to what? 245. So we say that it is equal to. Okay? Very good. So this is the end of this video. You can go ahead and take your math test anytime after this video. Like I said, if you need to practice, if there are some pages, this is very important, boys and girls. If there are some pages in your math textbook, some problems that you have not finished, I recommend finishing those first. Okay? Most of you are pretty much up to date. Some have a lot of blank pages and a lot of blank problems. Please go back before you do this. This is a good way to review. Okay? Go back. Finish up the work you haven't finished, and in fact, I will include that in the email to your parents. before you take the test. I want you to do well. I know you can do well. You guys are so smart. You're hardworking. So I can't wait to see how you do. All right. Well, see you next time. Bye-bye.